Superman is now in theaters. Here's my quick thoughts. My expectations were sky high. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. I wanted to love it so much. I think I set myself up for failure how much I was excited for this movie because honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. Starting off with those negatives, this movie really starts and throws you into an already established universe. I think it would have worked much better as an origin story for Superman in the world of the DCU, what they're trying to create, what they're trying to build. It felt like they're playing catch up to, I guess, the MCU, which is already established with so many movies. It really felt like they were jamming this movie, overstuffing it from left to right. They had so many different characters added in there, which I liked, but they had so much exposition dumped in there and so many other things happening that they were explaining to us. I would have rather seen that in other movies. I wish this was more of a true origin story. I might be in the minority. That's what I was thinking when I was watching it. Last bit of negatives here. The action is scarce throughout this one. There's a couple action scenes that don't even involve Superman. I would say there's some of the better ones. There's one with Mr. Terrific, who was a really cool character, but he shouldn't have had the coolest action scene. There's also one with Green Lantern, which was hilarious and cool, but it definitely was lacking action and definitely lacking Superman action. Also, with a Superman movie, you want a killer score. I felt the score wasn't really in the movie, and that kind of broke my heart a little bit. I wanted the chills that we have in Man of Steel or the original Superman when that score hits, and it never really did. But moving on to the positives here, David Cornswood's absolutely fantastic as Superman. He is literally Clark Kent and Superman. I wish we had more Clark Kent because my favorite moment was between him and his father back in Smallville. Wish we had more moments like that, but he was absolutely fantastic. The chemistry between Krypto and him was hilarious. It's so relatable if you do have a dog. There's several times where I was like, wow, too relatable, too on the nose. The chemistry between Rachel Brosnahan and David Cornswood, Superman and Lois Lane, was perfection. I love this two's relationship. I bought into it. One of my favorite parts about this movie. There's this scene with these two getting interviewed and arguing, Lois Lane and Superman. I thought it was great writing. Thought it was great dialogue, and it shows how human Superman really is. But you gotta talk about a standout here. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is despicable. You absolutely hate this guy. You want someone to punch him in the face, and when they finally do, it is 100% worth the cheer. Overall, I wanted to love this movie. I ended up just liking it. My fault for having such sky-high expectations. It's like a 3.5 out of 5, 7 out of 10. I wanted a 4.5 out of 5. But nonetheless, still a solid movie.